Welcome to the old school RuneScape interview. I'm so excited to be here today. My name is Brutal Gnome Child. Hey, that's mean. I was in the middle of an impression. Anyway, what up? I'm Brutal Melo. I'm here with a cold one. Give it up for a cold one, everybody.
Howdy.
Our runner for old school RuneScape. I'm so excited. It's going to be a great...
No.
Excuse me?
Who cares about this? How come I don't have a party hat?
Oh, do you want one?
Yes.
Luckily for you, I brought a Christmas cracker with me.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, just give it a big old pull. Right. Go on. There you go.
Hey, awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't want that anymore.
Neither do I. It's not cool anymore, man.
You put that back on. That was 50 mil.
No.
All right, so hey, anyway, we're here to talk about RuneScape. This run is later today. I'm so excited for it. I mentioned yesterday I've been playing RuneScape for over 20 years. Keiz is a big RuneScape player. We both love the game so much we couldn't decide who should do this interview, so we're tag teaming you. What are you stoked about? Why speedrunning? Why RuneScape? Tell us how you got here.
Oh, that's like so many questions at once. We'll start from the top. All right, so why RuneScape in the first place? Much like you, I've been playing since 2004, back when Classic was still the main game.
Yeah.
And, you know, a couple years go by, and now I'm just heavily addicted to it. We're 20 years later still playing this game. We're all in the same boat. We all know how we got here.
Yeah.
And then why speedrunning in the first place? Why go slow when you can just go fast instead?
Right.
And more entertaining to do so.
Yeah, you got to go fast. So I also want to know, what specifically brought you to speedrunning Chambers of Xeric?
So there's like a couple different things I toy around with in speedrunning in old school RuneScape. I'm not one of the best, I'll be the first to admit that, but like, you know, I'm no slouch at the very least. But Chambers is like a lot more fun because it's not linear like, you know, Pit of 100 Trials from, let's say, what's that game? Wind Waker has got Pit of 100 Trials, and then there's Paper Mario 1000 Year Door has Pit of 100 Trials, and I kind of compare Inferno and Fight Caves to that, where it's just a bunch of different waves of monsters. Where Chambers of Xeric, you have multiple different bosses, all these sorts of different puzzle rooms, all these different techs that are involved.
Yeah.
It's much more like flashy as run.
So you don't even know what bosses you're going to get, right? Are you going to re-roll until you get a certain kind of room?
Oh, no, that's the glory of the thing. So the category that I picked was CM for challenge mode. If you're like familiar with other video games, hard mode, everything just has more health, hits harder. But with challenge mode, you're not given like a pool of rooms to pick from. It just throws all 8 bosses and all 4 puzzles at you. You have to do every single one.
Oh, that's great. Do you have at least like a boss that you're most worried about?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Mutadile.
Mutadile? Yeah.
That is the worst one by far.
Yeah. What about you, Keiz? What are you interested about?
Well, see, I'm wondering, since you're talking about speedrunning a lot, I mean, duh, we're at the speedrunning event, am I right? Mm-hmm. If you could speedrun any game that wasn't RuneScape, like let's say you woke up tomorrow and all of a sudden you are the greatest runner in all the world of this one particular game, what game would you want to pick up?
Original Super Mario Brothers for the NES.
Really?
Yeah, founding father video game. The run's done in like less than 5 minutes. And I don't got to sit around and play the game for 4 hours. Like, I'd just be done.
Perfect.
That's real speedrunning.
No, and, you know, really hard game to get good at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. That's a whole other interview.
Yeah. I want to talk about a specific game mode in old school RuneScape called Leagues. If there are any Leagues lovers out there, hit me up. Yeah. Yeah, listen, I maxed this Leagues. Hit Dragon Cup. Tell me about what you like about Leagues, your Leagues experience.
Okay, we're going to get a little degenerate here. So I was one of the, oh man. So I was one of the people that played like, you know, basically everyday Leagues, except it happened during Christmas. So I took a hiatus for like a few days to spend time with the family. But I degened that game super hard, ended on front page for League points, looked down at my gut, gained 20 pounds. I'm like, I can't do that again.
You got to do one of like the treadmill while you're gaming thing.
I've seen a couple streamers actually do that before. I'm actually considering like buying myself a treadmill and just throwing it right in my bedroom and just do a little bit of standing desk action. You
mentioned streaming, and I know that in the world of like RuneScape YouTubers, you're in there. So like, tell me about how you started, why YouTube, and like what kind of content you come up with.
All right, so originally I was just a Twitch streamer because Twitch streaming is so much easier. You just push a button, you talk, you play the game, that's it. YouTube, you have to do all that. And then you have to edit, then you have to make a narrative, make it interesting, appealing for more of like a YouTube crowd, which is a bit different from Twitch culture. And I was like never into it because I didn't really want to do more work. And then like, you know what? I'll make a series for fun. Why not? And now it's like a little bit more serious now. And here we are today where I've got one series that's completed, one that's in progress, but like on hiatus for a couple of months because of IRL reasons.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun putting videos together, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. What would you say to people out there who maybe are in that same Venn diagram of I like speeding and I like speedrunning and I like RuneScape, in order to give them the push? Like me, for example, I've never done any RuneScape speedruns. How could I get started?
Okay, so there is an actual speedrunning Discord for old school RuneScape, which is just a hub to show every single speedrun category that isn't Tutorial Island. We let Speedruns Live take care of that one. But if you want to see the top 10 runs for Chambers' Eric Challenge mode, which I think the world record's around 24 minutes flat by Sevion, and you'll see like every other category, Inferno, Fight Caves, TOA of all scales, TOB of all scales, they're all just kept in there. And there's like a convo group, it's mostly dead, but there are like different Discords you can branch out to in that if you want to get into a certain category or raid or dungeon or something.
Yeah. Shout out to Jagex. I just want to say, like, I absolutely love the content that y'all have been putting out recently. TOA is fantastic. I love doing TOL. Hey, maybe I'm in, maybe
You're definitely in the minority here, I'm not going to lie.
I love TOA. I think Theater of Blood is okay, but I cannot beat the Inferno.
Okay, those are fighting words.
Yeah. So clearly Cold One and I have different preferences.
That's fine.
But what? So you love the Inferno?
Oh yeah, I love the Inferno. Always have.
Why?
I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
Probably like why I love it more, because I'm not good at it. I can always like find a way to improve and just do better.
So you like pain, like our friend Keys. Keys, tell us about your RuneScape history.
Please do.
Hey, so I'm an ultimate Iron Man, and I'm just
No.
All right, we've lost an interviewer, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
We've lost Keizaron. Great. All right, I want to ask one more question about the incentive for the run. Tell us what exactly happens if we hit that incentive, or if we hit that bid war, I think.
Okay, so the bid war I decided on was, I had to think like what doesn't impact it too much but is like noticeable and is something that's like kind of fun to donate for. And then I was like, what about the boot slot? We have like, some cool footwear in the game that's like really fun from Clue Scrolls. Mole slippers, very popular. Everyone loves some good mole slippers. And I thought Jad slippers. And then I think it was Burnt Bowser actually asked me, why don't you have fancy boots on there instead? So I just dropped the Jad slippers like a hot potato and threw them on there.
Nice,
I was like, those really should be in the category. They really should be in the running.
Yeah, extend Pride Month.
Exactly, by just an extra day.
Yeah, sweet. All right, everyone. I'm so stoked for RuneScape. What game is it after today?
I'm not going to lie, I haven't looked at the schedule a single time.
You know what? Just go to gamesdonequick.com/schedule/48 to figure that out. Yeah, I can't believe that I know that. The camera operators are back there nodding their heads like, yeah, good job, Melo. Anyway, please tune in for Old School RuneScape. It's the most anticipated run of the event for me. I'm so excited. Cole, thank you so much for being here with me, everybody. Have a great rest of the day. Bye, y'all.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.